cameras on. Oh, well, hi. My name is Spencer, and I'm one of the Green Kids. Perhaps I've been to your school before for a Green Kids workshop and taught you some cool drama tricks. Or maybe I've taken you on a tour of the Forks. Or maybe I've even been to your school with a bunch of puppet friends like this Robin right here in a show called Wild Wild Wilderness. What was that show about? Oh yeah, you're right. It was about how to take care of our earth and how to protect it and how to protect our friends like these along with it. The coolest part about doing that show is that I got to travel across Canada with a bunch of puppet friends like this. And in honor of Earth Day, I thought we could work on our 3 important R words: reduce, reuse, and recycle, and make some cool friends of our own like this, using things found around our house. I like to look at those 3 magic R words like they are in the order of importance. So we try to reduce our garbage to start off with. If we can't reduce it, we try to reuse our garbage. And if we can't reuse it, or we're done reusing it, then we try to recycle it before maybe the last step, which is it can't be recycled and it has to be thrown in the garbage. Now, our world is kind of in a different place right now, and it's also really hard to get things without any plastic pieces or any recyclable objects at this moment. And that's for our protection. It might be a good thing at this moment. But now all of a sudden, I've got a recycling bin that's booming full of recyclables, and I thought I'd give you some cool ideas on how to make some cool puppet friends using things found from your recycling bin. Here's what I found that I thought would be very interesting. I found an egg carton. Cool thing about an egg carton is you can actually put a bunch of dirt in there and plant some seeds. Maybe you're going to grow a garden. I also found some toilet paper rolls, which could make cool and interesting fun finger puppets. Ooh. I found some trays. Ooh. Maybe you have something like this that had some berries in it or some snacks and it can open and close. Wow, that would make an excellent puppet. Or maybe you have like a little plastic tray like this that's recyclable, and I put inside my tray all of these caps that I found that can't be recycled. I thought maybe I'll save them and there could be some cool art project. So why don't you raid your recycling bin and see what cool, interesting things you can find. I'm going to look at this little tray here. And maybe if I took 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 of these little caps here, they could be my big giant, eyeballs that this creature could have. So, okay, maybe I'm going to start by gluing a little bit of an eyeball on top of my little case here. Yeah, like that. Now we've got a creature that looks a little bit like this, and we can see that the mouth is starting to work there too. I've got a bunch of other little scrap things that I found around my house, like I've got an entire bag full of popsicle sticks, so maybe I could do something with those popsicle sticks. Or maybe I have some pieces of scrap fabric hanging around, like an old t-shirt that got too many holes in it, or that old dress that you loved, that you wore out, and now it's just, there's nothing really to it anymore. But I might take some of this fabric and stick it inside to give my creature this cool kind of patterned like skin. Ooh, how fun is that? Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool. Okay. Why don't I glue that together and see how that looks? Now my puppet has some cool, interesting texture to its skin. It's got some blue polka dots. It's got a big orange polka dot. Matches their eyeballs. Awesome. Let's see what else I could do with things found around the house. One of my favorite things is getting popsicles from my freezer. Now, if you start saving up all of those sticks that those popsicles came with, you can reuse them and maybe make some teeth for your puppet. While you make your puppet, make sure you ask questions like, does my puppet smell? Does my puppet eat things with teeth? I decided that my puppet needed to smell, so I took the bottom half of one of these Easter eggs that I had laying around my house and glued it on, and now they've got a big giant purple nose! Something that can't really be reused, but I get often, is when I buy tomatoes or onions or oranges. It usually comes in one of these little strange bags. And so I was thinking if I kind of rolled it up a little bit, maybe it would create some interesting hair for my creature. What do you think if I just put that on top like that? Yes, let's do it! Ta-da! Look at it. I like this little poof that it got with this strange little tomato bag. I was also thinking that maybe this monster is important, and so what if I cut out from some yellow paper a crown? It's looking pretty fun. I wonder what else I have hanging around my house that could be garbage, but I could also maybe use to have a little bit of fun with first. Whoa, I found an old magazine. And I decided to use some of the pictures that have some texture, like this forescape, or pictures that have an interesting color, like this ice fishing picture, to add some cool details to my character's hat. Now, the best part about making a puppet like this, or the best part about getting to be the puppeteer in a puppet show, is figuring out what these puppets are like. Take a look at your puppet. So my puppet has teeth that stick far out of its mouth like this. So if I talked like this all the time, does it sound different than the sound that I usually make? Totally. Now, he also has a really big nose. So does this puppet have a constant runny nose or a constant stuffed nose? Is that something that it has? Also, if they wear a crown, maybe they're a little bit fancier than you are. So if I was fancy but had a very stuffed nose and my teeth stuck out like this, maybe this is what my puppet would sound like. Oh, happy Earth Day, everyone. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Oh, yes. I really like being a green kid. Oh, check out our website, our brand new website, for more information about green kids, and find us on social media. Happy Earth Day, everyone!